Do you want money or do you not want money? Do you want freedom or do you not want freedom? Do you want to stay broke or do you want to do something to fix that? Because the truth is, it's not about how much you make, but it's what you believe about money. It's not only your bank account that needs work, it's your mindset. So today we'll go through a couple money myths that are probably holding you back. Today I'm gonna shut them all down. And the number of things I've come across over my time just in this space, we're gonna talk about it all today. People love saying money is the root of all evil, but here's the thing. Money itself is neutral. Money is just a tool to get where you're going. That's it, that's all. The tool itself isn't evil. The intent is what matters here. And for me, if I have 99 problems, I would hope that money is not one. If you want to be stress-free, if you want to secure your family's future, then you need money. And that's totally okay. So once you see people saying, like once you start having that conversation and they hit you with that money is the root of all evil thing, just shut that conversation down. The second lie is that budgeting means you're broke. First of all, it doesn't matter if you make $50,000, $100,000, $150,000 and upwards. You have to budget. Budgeting in itself is not a broke person thing. It's a smart person thing. I've read it with my eyes, I've heard it with my ears, that people think that budgeting is literally for those just who have no money. And I've seen people ball out just because, let's just say you make 10,000 a year or 15,000, you too good for budgeting. Because in the next month, you'll get that money back in the next paycheck. Your expenses are high, and a lot of the time, these people's expenses are also high. So it almost balances out in the sense that they are living paycheck to paycheck, and that's no way. That's not smart, because you could get in a jam in a second, regardless of salary, if you don't maintain that. I'll tell you no, rich people do budget. Budgeting gives them a sense of direction, and if you live in the US, you drive with that GPS. So just see your money as that way, having some form of direction to where we're headed. The next one we have is you shouldn't talk about money. You'll be side-eyed. This one runs really deep, especially in certain families, certain cultures. Money is a hush-hush thing. You're being arrogant, you're being boastful. And these are the things you'll hear from time to time based on where you are. The silence is what keeps us in the dark, and it's how generational cycles continue. And that's why I'm so happy that, right now, in this very moment, in this time, this generation is speaking up. We're having the conversations, even in a sense of talking to our co-workers, the ones that you feel close with, just discussing money and salaries and everything. This is how you know when you're being underpaid as well within environments. You have to go about it in a way that is inviting, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you'll go to Tom, Dick and Harry speaking about money, but start off with a close community where you can have these conversations and actually feel comfortable, and you'll see the value in just having these conversations. And also it helps you to not feel embarrassed about your situation. And even as a high earner, just being able to share good news with your friends and things like that, I personally think there's so much more to gain from having these conversations rather than not having them at all and just going by life. I personally feel good that I could have a select few that I go to for advice, just general conversations, and I leave these conversations feeling good, and I wish we could all experience that. You need a 6-figure salary to build wealth. This one is the one that it's not triggering, but it's like, if you only knew. If you only knew. wealth isn't solely about income. It is about working with what you have. You can make 60K a year and build wealth if you manage it well. Being in this space, I talk to all sorts of people. I speak to people who may not have it yet and they are so eager to just jump in. And I speak to people who are a bit hesitant, rightfully so, and are also pessimistic about building wealth. And a lot of these things, they don't just come at the surface. And we can go way back to childhood just to see this way. So sometimes some people come to me, like eager, ready to jump in and say, listen, I don't have much, but this is what I'm willing to work with. And I'm like, well, let's go. Let's make this happen then. And then others, they're not ready yet, and that's okay. They may either be optimistic that it will happen for them, or they will just think that it can't. But also I have to call out those who immediately say, I can't afford that. I can't afford to invest right now. And then it's the same people partying. It's the same people going to parties on the weekend. So sometimes, in a lot of cases, it's not that you don't have it. It's that you're not ready to prioritize it. Like, let's be real. You probably have $50 waiting to spend on something that you might never see again. But when it comes to investing or just building wealth, you would make that excuse up. And that's also common. Let's hold ourselves accountable and work with what we have as well. So it's not for six-figure earners only. It's for all of us. No one comes out of their mother's womb knowing all of this stuff. You don't have to be an expert, you just need to start. When it comes to money, money doesn't only care about working hard. You see, money cares about working smart. Some of the hardest workers I know are living paycheck to paycheck. And the solution for that is learning how to multiply your money, not just earning it. Earning it is not enough. And if you talk to people ahead of you in certain spaces, they will tell you this. Working hard is not enough. Investing, saving, building assets, this is what's going to propel you. And when you check that account, you're gonna feel so much better. If you're ready to break the cycle, start investing and building real freedom, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend if they need to change their money mindset or if they just need a reminder. I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next one.